Savage mentioned, this is a budget she's inherited, and she's taken us through a process where we had to understand it and then define the need and bring forward the need. And so just in that small subset, for example, student growth and IEP hours would have required us to add 35 teachers and 35 paraeducators. Instead, we added 18 teachers and 4 paraeducators. And then you have to make up the difference within your existing budget. For example, we were using 11 pool positions already this year. Those are positions that will have to be in the budget, regardless of how the budget is funded or regardless of where we end up at the end. But 241, if that's the number, I'm just looking for head nodder, was the need. And that was the, I'm sorry, what is it? 278. So yeah, 278, thank you. 0.8, almost 279 was the need in response to that. And so, and we've had 2 years since that 3-year trend of underfunded requests for special education in Category 6. And so we're having difficulty gaining traction on things like developing the kinds of programs in-house that would reduce the number of students requiring non-public placement. So there's a chicken and egg factor going on here. We don't have enough to innovate, to serve at a level that is optimal for our students, and you saw that in the data, right? And it's hard to decide whether or not our current models are effective or as effective as they need to be because we haven't staffed those models with fidelity. So we just have this cyclical spin that that it's hard to swallow from our side, from our seats, and that we will address. I mean, we're going to address it in whatever dollars come forward. We're going to have to make solutions because the need is crystal clear right now, and this is a mandatory requirement. It's what we should be doing, and it's what we want to do. We should be doing, and legally we have to do. So I just wanted to take a minute to underscore that. And it's been a disturbing trend. And you got a sense of it from community. When you hear a community get to a level of dissatisfaction and frustration, and as we started to unpack that and understand it and look at it and validate some of it, I mean, those are some of the symptoms that occur or increased level of complaints that occur before there's trust and it spikes again, but certainly because there's legitimate and a lack of funding in a budget for professional learning time and dollars. All of that cocktail of underfunding comes forward and manifests itself in ways that are not good for children. So we see it, we want to lift it up, and we know what it is, and we have to ameliorate these challenges like right now. So I appreciate that question in that way.
And we have your number for you. So it's somewhere around 63,800. That's rough, and that does not include all of our students who are served by the Office of Early Intervention. So it only runs, this is kindergarten through 21. Actually, it's not even, it wouldn't even be 21, it'd be 10-12.
Thank you, Ms. Mallow. If you want to punch in again, you can punch in for the second time. Dr. Wu.
Thank you. So in the data